It gives me time to go. Boom. 86%! We're 86%, but we're functioning at 10% today. Yeah. Okay, we also popped along to Chapter Movie Maker the day after Fractured Visions, so Sleep is for Sissies. And they were kind enough to screen the Little Monster trailer. Which went down very well. A lot of interest in the project itself. And while I was there, I still had the camera in the car left over from Fractured Visions. So I interviewed Tom Betts.
You also invented Tom Betts.
I did. I made that man.
I'm Tom Betts, and I am the host and coordinator of Chapter Movie Maker, which is a monthly film night in Cardiff. I have been hosting it for about 15 and a half years, I think, and I took over relatively soon. That sounds like a coup. I didn't depose anyone, but I became the coordinator a few months after I started going. I think it's just to show as many films as possible to an audience. So we show between like 6 and 12 short films every month, and they're intentionally eclectic. So they're both in different genres, and they're also from filmmakers with very different experience levels as well. And the sort of fun of it is to kind of mix them all up. So there'll be people who are making their very first short film, and there'll be people who have, we've literally had an Oscar nominee, and not like frequently, but we have had an Oscar nominee in the audience as well. And so like you can have that mix is it's sometimes a bit jarring, but it's quite good and fun to do that. The best nights are when it's really different movies, I think, and it's like a really satisfying thing when you've got like a full program. And because some months we'll get like a weird cluster of stuff which is kind of all like each other, which can be really nice. But the best months is when you've shown like one of just literally everything, and people have kind of, the audience have kind of gone there. And sometimes you've like maybe shown something to someone that they probably wouldn't seek out, but they maybe enjoyed it anyway. So like a really varied, eclectic, weird, funny program is probably the best. Sometimes you really have to smash like two films together, which different, and sometimes you just have to, it's about sort of making sure that you change gears correctly, especially if you're going from something kind of jaunty and silly to something serious. And I think there's always that thing about if someone's showing something serious on a difficult topic or a real topic, then you want to give that the gravity it deserves and make sure the audience is ready for it as well. So it's not like a bad thing, but it's like it's a challenge of movie makers to make sure you do that correctly. So the selfless answer is just when people come and just bring something like amazing, and something you're not kind of prepared for as well. Because sometimes we do get some filmmakers who come here quite a lot, and so you probably get a bit spoiled and you kind of expect them to be good, so that's nice in itself. But when you get someone like new and you haven't met them before, or maybe they just emailed or something and they brought this film and it's just brilliant, that's a real highlight when you get your socks knocked off and it's just like this strange new thing that you haven't thought of. So that's my selfless answer. And my selfish answer, that like literally one of the most fun movie makers I ever had was I don't show many of my own films in the program. It seems kind of indulgent and also unfair. So I will only occasionally show short films that I've made, especially sometimes if there's like a gap or something. And but me and my friend Anna did a 48-hour film challenge a few years ago, and it was just the two of us made it, and we had this just bonkers weekend in London, because it's one of those things where you have to kind of think of the story. You know, you get set all the parameters on the Saturday morning, and then you have to sort of really have scripted it within about 3 or 4 hours, and just didn't had come up with a story. So we just kind of got footage in London for like a day and a half, and there was no story at all. And then I sort of, this isn't like a story of artistic triumph, but like I eventually thought of a story, like a really stupid story, and a voiceover that would kind of string it all together. And but it was just fun because it was like that. So on the Saturday morning we'd sort of set off and started doing this thing. We filmed late into Saturday night and then filmed Sunday. And then I only figured out the structure of the film that we'd already shot on like Sunday evening, staying up like all night pretty much to finish it. And then I got on a coach to come back to Cardiff on like Monday lunchtime. And I think I got in like Monday afternoon, but then it just coincidentally was Movie Maker that night. So then I sort of like on sort of zero sleep and really kind of hyper and excited and caffeinated, then hosted Movie Maker. And it was like bewildering and great. And like, I mean, I'm not sure it was a highlight for anyone else, but it was a highlight for me. I really enjoyed that one.
Cheers, Tom. Thanks for that. And also at Chapter Movie Maker was opportunity for us to announce the world premiere of Little Monster. Finally! The awesome guys at Cardiff Independent Film Festival and Fractured Visions, and the awesome team at the cinema at Tramshed in Cardiff are hosting the world premiere of Little Monster.
Boom.
Yes, it's been a long trip, but we're finally there. The 11th of November, 2018. Just in case, you're watching this in the future, and you're like, oh, I've got to get to Cardiff, and then you turn up, and it's 2020. It's 2050, and we've all got long white beards. Sequel. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Older monster.
Oh, two men and a little monster.
Yeah.
There you go. Got it. Nailed it. Ooh, Martin.
This is how we develop films.
This is pretty much how it goes. Martin and his brother-in-law
right
go on the roads with the little monster.
Yeah.
Hijinks ensue. It's a comedy.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not, I can't be as bleak as we were on Little Monster again.
You're going to go like a road comedy horror.
Kind of a farce because the brother-in-law doesn't know. Oh, that's spoilers, so we can't go into it. That's going to be cut out because I can't put any of that in there. Anyway, we're having a screening, 7 p.m. in the Tramshed. Awesome little venue if you guys haven't been there.
Comfy seats.
Comfy seats, very nice. Former British Airways seats. Airplane seats.
Feels like it too.
Yeah, from the 80s as well. Plush leather. Finest Corinthian leather. Actually, I don't know if it is that, so please don't hold Tramshed responsible for the quality of the seats. They come
They do not just arrive in your thong because you'll peel off that thing like a plaster.
That's an image. I mean, if you buy a ticket, you can wear what the fuck you want. Just buy a ticket. So tickets are £7 or £5 if you're a filthy, dirty student.
Pay some taxes.
Hey, and so thank you for joining us.
Bye everyone.
Goodbye. Goodbye.